Coming up on Cronkite Sports Now, the Phoenix Rising reinstate their coach in time for the semis. A nationally televised battle between two top Arizona high school teams, and the latest on the Coyotes' new facility in Mesa. Hello everybody and welcome to Cronkite Sports Now. I'm Hadley Heck. Friday nights are for football in Arizona, and tonight two top teams will be playing on national television. Reporter Abigail Shipley has more on the exciting game.
The Hamilton Huskies and Saguaro SaberCats will face off on ESPN2 tonight. Hamilton is ranked number 32 in the country according to Max Preps, and Saguaro checks in at number 37.
It's going to be an elite production, and it'll give our fans and family members and friends across the country a chance to really take a good look at our program and see us compete on the highest stage with a team that's arguably the number 1 or number 2 team in Arizona.
Now that we get to play the other highly reputable school in Arizona at the national level, I mean, this is just awesome, and we're extremely excited to have the opportunity to be the best version of Hamilton High School that we can on Friday night.
For the players, there's no denying that each team will be bringing the heat when they take the field.
I know that it's going to be a dogfight between us two. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of bad plays and a lot of good plays, but I just know that they're going to come out fast and strong right off the bat.
There's plenty of excitement surrounding the matchup, but coaches aren't straying away from their normal routine, making sure their players are as prepared and focused as they would be for any other game.
We tell our kids all the time, when we play in big games that, I always ask them, what do we have to do differently this week than we did before? And the answer is always nothing. We got to do what we do, play our brand of football. It doesn't matter if it's a regular season game, a scrimmage, or it's a state championship, it's nationally televised, it doesn't matter. It's
consistency that you want to maintain in your preparation. So that way the kids don't get too high, they don't get too low. We talk to the kids all the time, just be the best version of yourself on a Friday night and play to your ability at a very high level.
And the two teams will have that opportunity on a national stage. Abigail Shipley, Cronkite News.
The game will start an hour earlier than normal at 6 p.m. on ESPN2. With the first Pac-12 kickoff just weeks away, ASU quarterback Jaden Daniels says that one of his goals for the offseason was to gain weight and get bigger. He's grown and noticed his arm is even stronger.
I noticed I have a lot more zip on the ball. A lot of people tell me that just deep balls too. Sometimes, I'm overthrowing some receivers. It's time that we just had to build that chemistry.
The Phoenix Rising will have their head coach back on the sidelines this weekend. The team took Rick Shantz off administrative leave after the embattled coach missed 3 weeks of the season. Emiliano Fergaso tells us what went into their decision.
Phoenix Rising FC reinstated their head coach Rick Shantz after being put on administrative leave 3 weeks ago, following allegations that Rising forward Junior Flemings directed a homophobic slur at San Diego Loyal SC's Colin Martin, an openly gay player. Following his leave of absence, Shantz was candid about the situation.
I've spent a lot of time reflecting, learning, listening, improving as a human being. What I used to believe and what I used to think, I thought I was a good person. I thought that it was okay, and my mom had gay friends, I had gay friends. Everyone says that, but I've learned now that I was just tolerating, and tolerating. I've learned it means that I'm better than somebody else, and that's not the truth.
But what impacted him the most was the toll this took on his wife and daughter, something an emotional Shantz took to heart.
My wife was all right. She was very supportive. I love her and I'm thankful. My daughter was scared. Is Dad a bad person? But she's more mature than I am. She's grown up. She's far more accepting than I am, and I have to learn from her and from today's society.
And while the players welcomed him back with open arms, the message is clear that this is more than just a game.
I think everyone understands that it's more than football. It's more than soccer. It's about acceptance, and it's about making a difference in the world. And I think the players, once they understood that and they heard the message from our ownership, that they were proud to be a part of it.
While it's clear the organization still has some off-the-field issues, there have been steps put in place to right the ship. But for now, the club's sole focus is on winning the ship on the field. And that starts this Saturday against El Paso. For Cronkite Sports, I'm Miliana Fregoso.
The Rising take on the El Paso Locomotive FC in the Western Conference Finals on Saturday. At stake is a spot in the league final and a chance for the Rising to win their first ever championship. Coach Shantz is now focused on conquering one of the best defenses in the league.
They're going to be hard. They're going to be a tough team. The last time they were here, they showed that they could play extremely well against us. We got a couple of opportunities against them, but I said it back then that we would see them again in the playoffs, and I knew that they were one of the best teams in the league.
You can find Saturday's 7:30 game on ESPN Plus or on CW 61. The Coyotes held a ribbon-cutting ceremony Thursday in Mesa to officially open their brand new Coyotes Community Ice Center. The one-sheet hockey rink will serve as an official training facility for the Arizona Kachina's girls and women's hockey program. Coyotes forward Clayton Keller was there along with women's national team member Lindsey Fry, who serves as Kachina's president. It's the first time an ice rink in Arizona has been fully dedicated to women's hockey, and Fry hopes it will set a trend for young women in the Valley.
Since I've been a young kid here in Arizona, we didn't ever have a place to really call our own. We don't have a home to hang our banners. So to be able to have something that these kids can go to and feel proud of and know that it's where they belong and it's home for them is something really special.
In efforts to increase interest in hockey across the Valley, the Coyotes are starting a virtual hockey school. Students can learn how to play hockey without leaving the comfort and safety of their home. The school, which was announced on Twitter, will allow kids of all ages to learn from the pros themselves, with daily Zoom sessions, recorded sessions, as well as guest speakers from the Yotes themselves. Arizona basketball got back to business. Wildcat head coach Sean Miller says his team was finally allowed back in their locker room 3 days ago. But fans may want to temper expectations, as Coach Miller says he has a pretty young team.
You know, for us, that's what we don't have this year. We don't have great experience. Matter of fact, it might be the least experienced team that I've ever coached. And we're trying to keep that in mind as we practice and as we teach our guys.
Miller was asked about the pending NCAA allegations against the program and promptly replied no comment. Switching gears, there's only a few weekends left before NASCAR's championship race in Phoenix. Cronkite News reporter Rachel Phillips takes a look at one of the favorite Truck Series drivers to take on the title.
Brett Moffatt made a name for himself in the NASCAR world when he won Rookie of the Year in the Cup Series back in 2015. Since then, he's raced mostly in the Truck Series, and his achievements have only gone from strength to strength. But his entire career was put in jeopardy in March of this year when he flew over the handlebars of a dirt bike and snapped both of his femurs.
It was pretty brutal. It was bad, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know if I'd be back in time, because obviously I thought I was fine, and I would endure the pain to not miss any races if I had to. But at the end of the day, the doctors and the medical staff at NASCAR have to sign off on it.
The break caused by COVID-19 actually played into Moffat's favor. He managed to get back on the track within 8 weeks of rods being inserted into each of his femurs. And he did it all without missing any races. But it wasn't all fast cars and victories.
Mentally, it was really tougher than anything. Physically, I felt like I was fine. It didn't bother me in the race car. It bothered me walking to and from the race car.
The driver of the number 23 won the Truck Series back in 2018 and finished third last year. This year, he's looking to take home the title once again.
After winning one, obviously your confidence goes up in yourself, and your confidence in those around you goes up as well. So, I expect to always kind of be at the top of the Truck Series.
And on top he is. Moffatt won Kansas over the weekend and became the first driver to secure a spot in the Final Four, right here at Phoenix Raceway. And he's embracing everything the new championship track has to offer.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be an action-packed race. It's a short track, so you can rough each other up a little bit, and when it comes down to a championship, that's probably going to happen.
With 2 legs intact and a history of winning, the fairy tale finish could very well be on the horizon. For Cronkite News, I'm Rachel Phillips.
That's all the news we have for you today. I'm Hadley Heck, and from everyone here at Cronkite News, have a wonderful weekend.